What's up guys, today we will be reviewing the newest KRYPT season refresh. We're freshly here. Alright, let's just jump straight to the equipment because that's the main focus of every season. Starting with Cyber Armor, it's not a good gear, but definitely pick up a copy if you don't have it maxed out. Next up, Enigmatic Lantern. This is a Shang Tsung rare. One of the best new rares they've introduced in the game. At max fusion, it takes 30% more power to fill up the power bar on the opponent team, which is good for you because if you can stack multiple of these, then that means the opponents can just forever be drained on power. They just cannot build it up. That's good for boss battles, but it's also good for 184, 185, 189. You get my drift. You also get resistance to debuffs, something that's very crucial. But yeah, no, Fusion level 0, this gear does struggle quite a bit, but Shang Tsung's friendship is still alright. I'll say it. It's still alright to have. Next up, we have Primal Bait. This gear, pick up a copy, but you're not going to be using it anytime soon. You're going to be using it when Action Movie Tower comes back around, so you have a damage bonus. But here's why I don't like this gear. 30% chance to disable one random piece of an opponent's equipment for 13 seconds after any special attack. It's just like Tanya. Cool. But one big issue. Bosses cannot have their equipments disabled. Most new towers don't have that enabled. You can have very little luck making this gear work. And just having blind on special attack 1 is not a good enough incentive to use this anywhere beside the Action Movie Tower where you have a damage bonus. Now let's have a look at the characters. Starting with Piercing Molina. I'm going to have to give her a 0 out of 10. Do not purchase a copy of Piercing Molina, alright? I'm begging you. Coming up next, we have High Tech Jackie Briggs. This character is like a 2 out of 10 on a purchase rating scale. If you don't have a copy, probably pick just one copy up, because you can put her on teams for extra power generation boost. But that doesn't mean you need to have her maxed out. You can just use her passive at fusion level 0. So I would just leave her where she is if she's at like fusion level 3 or whatnot. Just leave her. Next up, Lizard Noob Cybot. This is not my favorite Lizard team member, although I see a lot of advantages he can provide, so definitely pick up a copy. You know what, I'm just going to recommend you pick up one copy no matter where you're at. Next up, Ronin Takeda. Ew, he's even looking at me funny. Like, do you want to be purchased? Not with that face. Somebody give this guy a 0 out of 10 on the purchase scale, honestly. Unless you're about to max him out, maybe. But even at a relatively high fusion, just leave him. Next up, we have Mommy Sonia Blade.
What did he say?
This one is a decent purchase if you have her close to max fusion. I still think she has some use case scenario if you have an entire cold team. She used to be one of my favorite characters in MKX Mobile because, believe it or not, her ice little shield that she gives to the cold team members used to apply to anybody in the entire game, which was so helpful back in those early times when I used Silver Kenshi and whatnot, and I needed a shield desperately. I'm going to give her a 3 out of 10 on the purchase scale. She's decent, but not the best character in the game. So far, only Lizard Noob has been my must go-to purchase here. Everyone else has been pretty low on their ranking. Lastly, we have MK11 Sindelle, also known as Mommy Sindelle, the one true queen in MK Mobile. I wish she had different hair. I'm gonna put it on screen. Honestly, I think this hairstyle would have been much better for her MK11 character and MK Mobile, but hey, you win some and you lose some. She still is a queen though, come on. She's still a queen, and there's only one thing I can think of when I think of MK11 Sindelle, and that's her passive. MK11 Sindelle's passive. Does it make her a worthwhile purchase in this KRYPT season? Yes. Grind to just get one copy of this girl. Why? Because having an entire MK11 team maxed out with Sindelle, that's fine enough. I don't think she's outstanding unless you build her phenomenally. You need to give her crazy gears and utilize her correctly, not just charge right on in. But if you play correctly, her special attack 2 can do some massive amounts of damage. And so with that in mind, I do recommend that you pick up a copy of Mommy Sindelle. I'm going to give her an 8 out of 10 on the purchase recommendation. And that is it for my video, guys. I have nothing more to say about this Crypt season. It is better than last season, although Comic Cup Johnny Cage far outweighs most characters in here. That's me for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you are new. And yeah, peace out.